Yeah, I'm not saying that I don't want to not leave the house, but I don't like being told not to leave the house. There's a big difference.
Boom, 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 boom,
Do you like to leave the house?
boom, boom.
I like to leave the
I ain't
house.
ever left my house. Boom, boom,
But
boom,
having the
boom.
option, being told that you can't, that's the frustrating part.
Ain't nothing changed. Boom, boom. Yo, did you go to McDonald's yet?
Did I go to McDonald's? No. I did not get
It's
down to the rock
wild.
music. What's wild about it?
It's McDonald's is wild right now. They have physical blockades
Oh,
barring you from the steps that go to the like patron area. They don't trust that you'll respect the quarantine.
I mean, not trusting humanity is a pretty smart idea. But what they did was, in a lot of other places that I've seen, they just put up cones and caution tape. And surprisingly, I didn't know you could herd the entirety of humanity by doing that. They're like, yeah, nah, we're good. We don't need that. They laid the cones out. What can I do? What can I do?
Okay, I'm looking at the Twitch and we have a big blackness on the right side. Is that just the internet?
That's
That's like
just yeah. That's just it doesn't fit correctly.
we in here. We in here.
We
Do we want to
here.
tell them what we're doing?
Oh, what we're doing is we're playing the wonderful game that I discovered called Journey of Wrestling. Since we're both big pro wrestling fans, we figured, we always like to take the pencil, if you will, to fantasy book, if you will, and that's Dan's internet disconnecting, and he'll be on shortly. We're going to see a lot of that as he reconnects to this terrible stuff. So yeah, I found this text-based. It's kind of text-based, I guess, but like through the Reddit community. And ultimately now I decided, hey, I started playing it a little bit, so I know a little bit about it, not a bunch. I started doing certain things here and there to learn the mechanics of the game. But slowly we are learning the mechanics of the game. So I'm going to go to create new game. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait for Dan, because this is where Dan picks. Dan is going to pick when he gets back. And oh, my stars and goddess, that man is
Still
gone. Right there
gone.
it is. There you
I
are.
am gone.
Now you're back.
I'm.
Now you're
Am I
back.
back?
You're back. Jesus.
Oh,
It's a great
I
start.
heard you talking the whole time, so I had no idea when I was gone or when I was back.
Yeah. So, okay. So we're going into the, let's go back. So it starts here, continue. You can create scenarios, but we're going to start with a new game
Garters.
and choose our own scenario here out of the pre-made ones that you can get. So here we go. We can either wrestle on Mars. We can take control of the Martian Wrestling Alliance.
What?
Yes. We can do the genesis of the Attitude Era. So we can take control of the WWF, WCW, or ECW the day after the Montreal Screwjob.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest right now. Already controlling WCW from the day after the screw job really resonates with me.
Speaks to me too. Yes, I agree. So far that's the leader in the clubhouse. We'll say that's the leader in the
Yeah.
clubhouse. But there's also some other really good stuff. So let's check it out. There's current WWE, which is full WWE and NXT roster, and you see it down here.
Don't care.
Your competitors are Impact, whatever. Don't care. Not into it. Boom, got it. The dawn of the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. So it's 1963, and the WWF is born. No, we're gonna skip that.
That's beautiful, but I don't think anyone watching would care. Yeah.
So then you've got just controlling NXT, and your competition
Which
is
is also
AEW,
great. Yeah.
New Japan,
Yeah.
and WWE is also your main WWE is also your competition. So
Which is
there's
great.
that.
Yeah, I already like the consideration that's going into this game. I already like it a lot.
Then you've got New Japan Pro Wrestling. You can, you have Ring of Honor. Let's see. This one is Tomorrow the World. 1989, the Global Wrestling Alliance is shut down. We have to take control. So it's basically be Vince McMahon, take over everything, but it's with no name people. It's like made up people. And
Yeah. I got you. I'm feeling that WCW right after. Like, let's go. Attitude Era WCW.
you also
That
have
feels.
the WWF Perfect Invasion in 2001, where you could rebook the invasion.
Oh
That's
shit.
that's why I didn't stop yet. That's why I didn't stop. This one
That's
doesn't work.
also good. That's
Exactly.
also good.
Chicago Stand Still, Money in the Bank, CM Punk. You start from there.
if I had the pencil, I would take that one in a heartbeat. But no, I'm just playing.
The year 2004. The last time.
There's a bear in the chat.
There's a bear
We got
in the chat.
emotional support
Oh my
raccoons.
God.
We got
Hello.
all sorts of fish heads and Doritos.
I saw
love it.
Doritos. Did you know that bears have Doritos for ears? And Jim Norton hates that. The decline in 94. You could play wrestling at its lowest, WCW and WWF. ECW is about to explode.
Oh my God.
There's a lot of options, and all of these are fan-made. The Mid-South in 85.
Yeah, I see that because they're all like these pivotal moments.
WWE 2005. Those are the ones that I have already loaded, so it's going to be one of those. So,
dude, I want that WCW Attitude Era. I really want that.
All right, let's see.
Like, here's the thing, Steve, and I wanna talk about this. Let's talk. We could do Real World's Champion versus Real World's Champion Bret Hart, Ric Flair.
We could.
We could do that
if he signs with us. Oh, you're gonna see.
We don't even have him yet.
We don't even have him. He's ECW could pick him up. We don't know.
Let's go. We gotta get him.
Let's
go.
I knew Dan was gonna be in this. I knew he was gonna be in this. So we're starting.
I'm on screen. Am I on screen?
Yes, you are. We see you.
I gotta pull the Twitch up. I gotta see.
I'm looking at it. It's very bare bones because none of the stuff is in. So just full transparency, as they say, I'm actually streaming from my workhorse. So
yeah,
it's all blank.
Yeah,
you get nothing but the
second
nuts and bolts.
banana Danny Axel over here. Oh, I'm still in my corner too. That's great.
Yeah, I made sure to do that. A little nod. So
that's very sweet of you, Stevie. Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Gotta be on brand.
All right, I see what's happening. I don't need to keep watching it. I got it. I'm here. I'm in the building. Let's go. Let's go.
So we're gonna get started right now.
Let's go.
So we could do main rosters or we could do a fantasy draft.
I think we gotta go main.
I agree, but
to play the storyline, right?
Yeah, second banana chooses though. So
yeah,
so we're gonna click play. Let's get this game started. And of course, this is at Journey of Wrestling. I have the paid version. It's $15. There is a free version, but it has less things.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy this after the first. It's not even a question. It already happened. So, is there an app you can download, or it's only on the net?
Only on the net. It's only on, and you could play it on the phone, like on a web browser, pretty easy because it's just click.
You can play it on the phone. That's hot. Shit, I might be going out. Am I in?
No, you're. Oh, now you're going out. See, now he's going out. He knows it. He knew it before me. So we're gonna wait for him to come back while I entertain you. My dude, Moita just licked my face all over. He is love. Is that weird hairless cat thing? That's kind of adorable, but also kind of terrifying. Is that what that is? Because if so, I'd like to. Yeah, no, you're back. Now you're back.
Am I here?
You're here.
I'm back?
Yes, you're back. Back in the New York group. Oh, now he's got the derp eye. He froze on the derp eye, folks. Everyone take a moment to appreciate that very derpy eye. If you can. Look at that face. Look at that grown man's. Someone screen cap that. I'm gonna screen cap that right now. Let's just get that for later. There we go. You heard that screen. Oh yes, this is a normal way to do it. Dan's internet is not very kind to him at the moment, so, and this is a text-based game, so you can't really see anything at the moment. So this is a nightmare. Oh, this is gonna be a nightmare. Use it as a wallpaper. Yes, I'm gonna put it on my phone. It's gonna be my phone background. You know what? I'm going to send it to you as well so everyone can have it as their phone background. I can't do that right now, actually. Damn, or I'll screw up the whole thing. As we wait for Dan to get back, how have you been? How are you dealing with this quote-unquote social distancing? Oh, and now I lost him altogether. I know. We're going to have to get him back, guys. We're going to have to get him back. It's such a disappointing sound. Oh, am I going to see myself twice? Yeah, see? That's me calling Dan. Double the Steve. Hey, what's going on? Right? Am I pointing in the right direction? Am I pointing at myself? It says Dan isn't online. This is a nightmare. If I'm gone, make all decisions without me. I'm receiving text messages. This is an update from Dan. I will. This is me trying to continue this nightmare of a stream that has started. He's going to reset the internet. All right, so while we do this, I'm going to go through some of this. Hopefully he's watching so he can kind of play along. All right, so this blue C right here, these are your creative points. It's used for booking and company management. So if you want to hire trainers, if you want to update your medical staff, if you want to book an angle that has some sort of like special gimmick match or something like that, you have to use these creative points. We start off with 400, which is very, very, very generous. 40,000 is the fans linked to my company's reputation. So right now, this is our company's reputation, which is pretty even out right now. That's usually the highest that they start you at, because anything higher kind of gets ridiculous. So let's see. A training roster call-up is available. New call-ups are available in month 1 and month 7. So right now, Fit Finley is available to be called up if we wanted to call him up. But immediately, see, this is what he looks like. He's a face. His work rate is a 3, but his charisma is a 1, which is pretty apropos. See, he's got 3 different outfits. Oh, no, he only has 1 outfit. But yeah, you can set up multiple outfits. So Dan will like that, making dolly clothes and things of that nature. So we're not going to do that. So we're starting at Starcade. What I'm going to do now is go to my mail, because, even here. Oh, and here comes Dan. I think he's back in the New York groove. See, first we get, don't sue us, Skype, for doing the boo-bee-boo.
I'm here. I'm in the building.
Dan is back. He is back in the New York groove, as I got to share my screen for the man.
I'm here. I've been here. I've been here all this time. I didn't realize I was so dark. Hold up.
Darkness is.
Well, enhanced. Boom.
There he is.
Do I look better?
I mean, it's relative because it's still your face. Oh,
Yeah,
zoom to the eyeball.
I'm a handsome man. Hold on. Let's get that brightness up. There I'm handsome.
Let's get that. I'm not. Let's get the brightness down.
No, I'm very handsome. Don't get no motherfuckers false information. And
yeah,
shit.
we aight.
In the fiduciary and shit. But here I am. Let's go. All right, what did I miss? What happened while I was gone?
Nothing. So I was basically letting you know that Fit Finley is available for a call up if we want to call him up.
Get him.
We're calling him up.
Feature.
So
Feature Finley.
Here's the overlay for him. His work rate is a 3-star, which is the max. His charisma is a 1. He's 45% over. He's a face.
We could get We could get him out of the Mad Max jacket, which will up his charisma. We could do things with this man.
You see him right now, right?
He looks beautiful. I wasn't even looking.
Yeah.
He looks beautiful.
He's age 39. So right now he's
mid-card.
If we bring him up, let's look at our roster and whatever. First, okay, so 400, these blue things are our creative points. So this is what we spend on booking and company management. So like getting a new
what's he going to cost us?
0 right now.
Oh, let's bring him up.
But we don't know if we got a spot for him. Remember, if we bring him up and we can't use him because we got all these dudes, then his popularity goes way down. Now, if he stays in the training center,
we're keeping Canyon. We're not losing.
So who better than him? So let's go to our goals. We go to our email. So this is goals from
I'm going to shut the fuck up. I'm going to let you explain. Here we go.
So Eric Bischoff says we have to make the Giant a face of the company. We have to hold 2 4.75 or higher street fight matches. And we have to create 2.
Fuck you, asshole!
We've got 12 months. It's 12 months.
Oh, in a year. Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
We have to create 2 holy shit moments, which is kind of through booking, and it kind of happens on its own, really. Like, you don't really have control over that. All right, so
so kill it, and it'll happen. I got it.
Yeah, this is from our staff. The following part-timers have signed on for limited appearances this year. So again, we have limited appearances from Roddy Piper. He has 7 appearances that he signed up for. We can use him for, and Bobby Eaton, beautiful Bobby, for 3 appearances. So
I'm not hot on beautiful Bobby, but here's what I'm saying: Rowdy, can we use him to hype up somebody else?
See, now we're getting into the booking. So the
Yeah.
following
So
superstars.
we gotta be them boys. Do you want me to keep these kind of notes, or do you want to keep these kind of notes?
Feel free, since I'm controlling the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right.
Pull
So I'm
up a
gonna put
text
in
pen.
Roddy Hype Man. Is that cool?
Yeah. So the following superstars are thinking about retiring: Randy Savage and Ric Flair. The following superstars are thinking about becoming part-timers: Hollywood Hogan, Sting, Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Bret Hart, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, everybody. Let's just everybody.
The old guys. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I want to do. All right. Just coming at you from like plain as day, right? I want to use Roddy as a hype man for a young guy. I want to do Bret versus Flair. So hopefully that should knock Flair out of wanting to retire, right? We would think.
You would think, unless he wants to go over. Some guys want to go over. Like, it's weird. Their personalities change over time.
So here's my question. Can we propose something and then see how they react? Is that like a thing in this?
Basically, you do it and you see how they feel about it. And then they'll come back at you and be like, I wasn't happy with that.
All right, so I want to get on the same page about this. I want to do Bret versus Flair, Real World's champion.
Well, let's take a look at our roster.
Here's the thing: if we have to build to it, right? I don't mean we have to do it like right out the gate, but I want to get to that. So if we build to that, that's fine. If we're gonna build to it, I would like for Bret to then be running through some motherfuckers that don't matter so much. Well, we got to decide who those people are, and we got to decide who we want to keep, right? Obviously.
See, mistake number one, which is one of the reasons why WCW went out of business. Look at the roster size.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you. We got to cut some motherfuckers, and they can't all be young boys.
Yeah.
So we got to do this like on some real shit. Like immediately, I think Sting has value because Sting, much like Undertaker, you don't have to book every day to get draw.
Now, I will say this though, as we look at our roster. Main eventers will not wrestle or work with anyone 2 cards underneath them. So you can't job out a guy. You can't feed him like that. So a main eventer
we have to build.
Will only wrestle as low as a low mid-carder.
Okay, wow, but that gives us Benoit. I'm seeing the names from I'm not getting your exact scroll, but
okay.
Even from what I'm seeing, we got guys. We can use DDP. We can use Benoit. Seems like we can use the fuck out of Benoit.
He's in the upper mid card. Goldberg is not a main eventer yet. We have Chris Jericho. We have
beautiful. Yeah, we got Steiner. Yeah, we got guys.
We got Regal in the lower mid card. We got tons of guys. So and then we can look at the indies. Let's see if anybody's on the indies.
Get him!
No.
Get him!
No, I can't.
Job!
I can't do it.
Give him the job contract. Right fucking now.
I can't do it.
Right fucking now.
Are we really doing this for 40 creative points?
Oh, that's a lot of points.
And his popularity is jabroni.
Nah. I rescind. See what happens when they put a number on it? Nah,
exactly.
He's not worth 40. He's not worth. I'm sorry. He's just not worth 40.
All right, so company, right? So we can edit segments in the future.
Thank you for considering it, though. That meant a lot to me.
In the future, what we'll do is we'll edit. I had to keep you honest here.
That gave me deep feelings that you took it that far. That you made me look at the number he would cost us, and I went, nah.
That's
I'm not
40. That is a steel cage match. He costs a steel cage match.
In that moment, I feel like the owner and you were the general manager. It happened. It already happened. I was like, okay.
It's like, yo,
no.
boss, you sure about this? Do we really want to be real WCW?
The answer. Wow, this is better than Fire Pro already. We've already Yo, I love Fire Pro. That is the best wrestling game in 20 years. Yeah, I just said it like that.
For sure.
It's the best wrestling game in 20 years. Everyone should own it. Don't fuck around. But they put out that GM mode, and I had real high hopes, and it's not this. It's already not this.
Do you want to edit any of the pay-per-view names, which you can do? You want to edit any of the title names?
In your living room? Did you do that already?
We have not, but we can. We can change one of them.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
let's respect the main events.
yes,
Let's not. Starcade is Starcade.
Starcade is Starcade.
We.
We'll wait. We'll wait.
Mm,
So company, let's go there. Later we can edit our own segments so we can make them say whatever we want as opposed to using the other one.
beautiful.
So we only have certain things. So when we can only do certain video packages and certain
Oh
things.
shit! The raid has
Oh my
arrived.
god, we've been
What?
raided.
Hello, friends.
A
Thank
party of
you.
3.
Appreciative of said raid. Holy shit balls incorporated.
Yeah. Remember, Blargy coin caused coronavirus. Just so we know. All right, so let's get into the meat and potatoes here. So we're starting with Starcade. So you can't book segments on pay-per-views. Whoop, I hit the wrong thing. You can't do segments on pay-per-views. You can only do matches. So
Okay.
we're
So
starting at Starcade.
what happens for segments?
That's only on the weekly shows. So you can put like
Oh,
a
I see.
backstage
Oh,
assault or something
I
like
got
that.
you. Got you.
So we're gonna start
So
booking matches.
Yeah.
Let's see what the feuds already established are. There are no feuds established, so we can do whatever we want here at Starcade. Remember, we have 104 hype because this is their biggest thing. Sunny side up egg, nice. Undercooked bacon.
No. Hold on. No. Stop it. Hold up.
We always book backwards.
These boys trying to come in here disrespect the channel.
They don't know nothing.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll is a thing. Don't make me show you why it's a thing, because I will show you why it's a thing very quickly, because you know what it is.
Black
It's
and yellow.
on a roll.
I'll
with
also
cheese.
punch you in the head. So let's start with our main event. So what do we want our main event to be? Remember, we can build any feud we want right now.
Now, where are we? What are we? Are we on a Nitro? Are we on a?
Starcade.
What are we doing?
Starcade. We're starting here.
Oh, this is the night. This is
Yes.
Sting getting the belt
Yes.
with Bret Hart as the referee, and everything goes to shit.
If that's what we want to do. So there's no feuds set up so far. So we're literally taking ownership of a company with no feuds. Hollywood Hogan is our champion. I don't want to strip the champions because then that lowers their resolve.
No. So all right, so let's book it as is.
Is that what you want to do?
So but I wanna throw this at you.
Okay.
Let's say Sting is going over Hogan with Scorpion Deathlock, right? How do we work a 97 heel Bret Hart into that? Talk to me.
So do we want Bret Hart's a babyface right now, coming off of the biggest babyface boom ever. So these are his stats right now. Right now his charisma, his work rate is a 4, his charisma is a 3. He's over 82%.
Yeah, well that's why I think bringing him in as a babyface is an oversimplification. I think he does not appreciate Sting taking the world's title with his hold. That's how I personally feel.
Okay. So now how do we so what's the match? What's the main event match?
Hollywood and
Hollywood
Sting.
Hogan.
As it was when we got there in the first place.
And Sting.
Right?
Bam.
Yeah. So now what I'm saying is, what can we do to make a finish happen? Sting's got to have Hogan. Bret Hart's got to not be okay with it. So how do we make that happen?
So is the feud between these two? Are we established? Remember, we're completely dry right here. So there's no gimmick to this match. So here, if we were to add a gimmick to it, these are the gimmicks that we can use. Right now, we can use a street fight. We could use a pole. We can use steel cage, ladder, first blood.
Okay. I see options already. Can we use something that doesn't have a rule set finish to make it so that Bret makes it so Hollywood goes over? Because he doesn't want Sting winning with the finish.
We could do an interference and a retain via, disqualification. Sting wins, but Hogan retains via disqualification on the interference by Bret. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So we're going to set that up within the match once we have it booked. So now here's what we have to do. So feuds between Sting and Hogan, if we want to set a feud. These are some of the feuds.
Well, wouldn't the feud then be between Sting and Brett? Is what I'm saying.
Then
When,
I'm
when,
just showing you the feuds that they can have right now. We can't establish a feud between them until Nitro. So he does the thing, like classic booking. He does the thing,
got you.
and then on Nitro we make the feud. We set it up that way.
I love it.
It's perfect. So it's all or nothing. So if he could put his title, he could put his career on the line in this. So Hogan can say the career and the belt.
No, I don't think we need to do that.
Okay.
I don't think we need to go that far.
I don't think we need to do a feud between these two because they're already here. So, bam.
Yeah. Right. It's just one match. This is the end of a feud.
This is the end of the days that is end of days.
Right.
All right, so next match. We've got 9 left. We need a minimum of 6 for pay-per-views, a maximum of 10.
Okay.
So we're booking from the top down. Although if you think of an opener, I can do that and we can move it around as we go.
Right, of course. Okay, so we got our main, right?
Yes.
Sting versus Hogan with the Brett interference. So the next question is, what the fuck are we doing with Goldberg? Because we got to be building him. We're still building Goldberg, right? At this point.
Let's look at Goldberg right now. He currently holds no championships. He has a 2 work rate for some reason. Thank you. That's much better. A 2 charisma. That's being generous. His alignment is neutral. So he is neither heel nor face. So he's probably still in that mode where he's on the come up.
Yeah, so we got to give him wins. All right, so stick him early in the card and have him be someone we don't have any plans for.
So Goldberg, remember, he will... Okay, well, since he's an upper mid-carder, we can still job him out to any of the jobbers, the jabronis. Let's look at our jabronis.
But let's get a good J-Bron. Like, let's get somebody who, like... So it's a pay-per-view. He needs to beat somebody where it kind of means something. Like, so maybe get out of J-Brons. Like, you get higher than that. You know?
So now we're in our lower mid-cards. We got Steven Regal, Dave Taylor... Booker T, Scott Norton, Rick Martel.
All right, don't go Steven Regal because that went terribly in real life.
Yes, for him.
As we know. Straight up question. Do you care about Buff? Do you want to do something with Buff or no?
No.
Then Buff.
All right.
That's the guy. Because then let's give him a good win and let's bury Buff. I don't give a shit about Buff either.
Do you no gimmick match, no nothing, just straight up? Do you want this to be a feud? No feud.
No feud. He just smashes him. He just earns dopeness points for killing this man.
All right, so let's look at our main event picture as well. So we still got Piper for 7. Right now, Kurt Hennig is the United States champion.
Okay, here's the thing. I want to use Piper to enhance somebody. I'm not against enhancing Kurt Hennig. I'm not, because I always felt like Kurt Hennig had more in the tank than what he was given. I know he's not a young guy, but I think we could build him.
So do we start? Remember, we can't do segments here. We can only do matches.
So how's he doing in terms of his alignment?
Piper is a face, but he only has 7 appearances left. Remember, we can only use him for 7. So whatever we do, we have to pull the trigger on him by that 7th one. And Kurt Hennig is a heel aligned with the NWO. He's 66% over and the United States champion.
Right, and he's already got the belt. And no, then he's not in the right position that we need for Piper. Piper has to be somebody on the come up. Piper has to be the guy to take that belt. Is basically what it comes down to.
Either that or he has to already have the belt and then somebody like Kidman has to take it from him after a build. But it's hard with just 7 appearances. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you want to do with Piper? Let's talk about that because you got a little more understanding of the game. So what do you want to do with Piper?
With Piper, I would save him for the next night on Nitro. And have him come out to do a spiel where you think he's going to retire, and then you have a young gun come out and whoop his ass.
Perfect.
This way he's on the shelf for a little bit. It starts a feud, and then we can use the appearances sparingly.
Perfect. Great. Love it. Leave it alone.
All right. So they want the Giant to be a big factor. So
he needs a big win.
And the Giant is a babyface right now.
Right. He needs help by the numbers that I'm seeing in front of my face.
He's only over as a 43.
Yeah.
Remember, he
Yeah.
was way
So
over, and then Hogan came in and was like, "This belt is mine." NWO. So
yeah,
on and so
yeah,
forth.
I remember. So he needs to beat somebody. Who can he beat?
Let's see. Who's you want him to beat a heel main eventer?
Not DDP, because I got plans for DDP.
Fair enough. I think Savage is a heel.
Okay, I should say this. My idea is for DDP to take the belt off Brett. That's
Okay,
my
that's the
idea.
plan. So we
That's
can
my
have
long-term plan. For Brett to get the belt off Flair and for DDP to get the belt off Brett, which is how I think they should have done it.
we could do Big Man
Forever.
versus Big Man, the Giant versus Kevin Nash.
I love that. I love that because I would love to get Kevin Nash down to the tag team division, if I'm being honest.
Well, he is, but Scott Hall is currently out. So
Oh, motherfucker.
he's out for, what does it say? Because there are some people who are unavailable currently. So right now, unavailable: Scott Hall, Rey Mysterio, Stevie Ray, Ernest the Cat Miller, Glacier,
All the
Wrath,
guys who weren't getting booked.
and
Got it.
Canyon. Who better?
We'll get him. He's coming. He's winning that light heavyweight cruiserweight. He's winning that cruiserweight title.
Scott Hall will be back in 4 to 6 months.
I'll see you when you get here, homie.
Right.
Can't wait.
So we're
Can't fucking wait.
Are we starting a feud here between Kevin Nash and the Giant?
Yeah.
So we're starting it tonight.
Absolutely.
Let's see. What's the feud going to be? Who's the better wrestler? A grudge match or disrespect?
Disrespect.
Going with disrespect. And as we hire more people and better people, then we're going to have more feuds. So we hire producers. Right now we only have level 1 producers, so that unlocks things as we go.
Cool. Very cool.
So we got
So
seven matches left.
Okay.
So what do you want next? You want a tag? You want a multi-man?
Do some undercard. I gotta take a piss real quick.
All right, we'll do some undercard. I'll do the opening gimmick.
I trust your sensibilities.
Let's start it off hot with a multi-man cruiserweight matchup. Let's do that. Because that's the bread and butter of this damn company. Why won't it scroll? Give me the scroll. Give me the scroll. Why won't you scroll? Why is this giving me agita? Disrespect is there. All right, let's do this. Let's go like that. Let's reset it. Sometimes this can be a little bit buggy, I suppose. I mean, it's never happened like this before, but we do what we can. I said continue. Boom. There we go. All right, let's book a match. Let's go multi. There it is. All right. So now let's get some cruiserweight action going on. What I would like to do is to let's get Kaz Hayashi. Big fan of Kaz Hayashi. Let's get Bobby Eaton. I don't want Bobby Eaton there yet. Let's get Kidman in there. Let's get Psychosis. I want to try and get as many of these guys in there that I can that are, really pushing the boundaries here. I think this is the highest I can go. Let's get Chris Jericho, and let's get Dean Malenko. What is Eddie Guerrero right now? So we'll do it for the Cruiserweight Championship to start off the match. Boom. Cruiserweight Championship. All right, so we got 6 more matches to go. In the chat, man, if you guys want a certain match that isn't, going to destroy our whole company, let us know what it is, and we'll do it. All right, I want to start a personal issue feud in the lower mid-card. So let's get lower mid-card. I need a strong babyface. Is Booker T a babyface at this point, or is he still... No, he's still a heel. Regal, still a heel. Where are my big name... Do I have a decent lower mid-card? See, now there's the problem. I think that's where you really see the difference between WWE at this time and WCW. Their lower mid-card is not very good. Their upper mid-card is pretty good. So let's find
How we doing?
We're doing good. I'm trying to establish a personal issue feud right now. So I'm thinking about doing Raven and Benoit.
Okay. I mean, that's not a bad look. We could carry that for a while.
So we're going to start a personal issue feud with Raven and Benoit here.
Because the thing about that is you can do many match types. Like they'll hold for, you could do like a street fight, you could do a fucking whatever, and you'll get a good match.
So let's do a gimmick match here. We'll start the feud. Let's see what the feud is. Better wrestler, better entrance, or disrespect. I think we're going to go with better wrestler.
Obviously.
Okay. Which feeds into Benoit a little bit. Plus, Raven can handle the
he should come out the babyface.
He is the babyface currently. Raven's the heel. So now a gimmick match here. So we have street fight, pole, steel cage, ladder, first blood, I quit, iron.
So what was the scenario? The scenario was better what?
Better wrestler. So is it straight up and down?
Yeah.
Straight up and down.
None of those fit that.
Mr. No gimmick needed.
Don't burn it when we can use it elsewhere.
For sure. So right now we're starting 2 feuds. Bing, bang, bing. All right, we got 5 more matches left that we can work with here.
Okay, what are we doing at the top? What's popping?
Right now what we have is our main event.
What's going on with the tag belts?
Let's see. Tag teams.
Yeah,
Bing,
what's
bang,
going on with
bing.
tag belts? I like a good tag team match to kick it if we got heat. If we can move it.
The Steiner brothers are currently the tag champs.
Perfect.
The Hart Foundation is also in here.
No. Brett's, we got better
No,
plans.
it's Bulldog and Jim.
Who can? All right, we got Harlem. Where's Harlem?
Do we have Harlem Heat? We do not, because Stevie Ray is out. Remember, we've got the Flock.
No. What else we got?
Public Enemy.
Well, no. I'm just looking. All right, I'm seeing it in front of me. Okay, no, the Flock is what we got. Okay, so that's Saturn, right?
Yes.
Saturn's in there.
We've got two versions of the Flock. We've got the lower dweebs, and we've got Perry Saturn and Van Hammer. And we lose Dan. Van Hammer. Oh, he's back. There it is. So Van Hammer and Perry Saturn against the Steiners for the tag straps.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. That's great.
Bam.
That's high octane. That's energy.
There we go. And of course, we can adjust these if you want when we look at the card to see what's going to be better. All right. So what do we need right now? I want to split up these singles matches. I want the cruiserweight thing to start it off. Then let's get the tag straps closer to the top. I need to put the mains in the main where they belong. William Goldberg. Yeah, we need another multi-man and another singles at minimum. As we wait for Dan to come back. All right, so we're going to book a match. Singles. The real fun part is coming, folks. Don't you worry. Where we get to actually do this. This is Nerd City. If you like nerd stuff, this is the way to go. Let's see. Ric Flair is currently a heel and is the most ridiculous person in the world. So I think what we're going to do is Flair and DDP. I think Flair and DDP is the way to go. Just for tonight. Because, well, DDP's work rate isn't that great. I want to find somebody who could really work. And who's on par with Ric Flair. Which is a hard thing to find. Like, you're not really going to find somebody who's over the moon great with Ric Flair. So, all right, let's get Rick in there. Bam. So I think we're going to go Rick and DDP. Let's do Rick and DDP right now. We're going to do a small feud. Ooh, face versus face friendly. But they're not faces, though, so I can't do that. Unless we turn Rick face, which we don't want to do. So let's not make this a feud right now. We'll just keep it regular, straight up and down. It's a feature match. let's get that more towards the top. There we go. So now those are our 3. Waiting for Dan to get on back here. Should hopefully be back momentarily as we book another multi-man match. Let's do a triple threat. I'm not a big fan of triple threats, but what are you going to do? Let's get all the titles should be on the line because that's just the nature of how these things should work. So Kurt Hennig. Oh, is Lex a babyface? We'll put him in there with Lex. And give me someone who doesn't ultimately matter, but has a decent enough work rate. It's neutral. Give me Ultimo Dragon. Let Ultimo Dragon have a moment in the sun. Yeah. Now I want to break these up here for show flow. So let's get that in there. And I kind of like the way the card is now, but we still have two matches left. Who do we want to get on this card? We want to try and get Randy in there as much as possible. But maybe we leave him off of Starrcade. I'm liking this the way it is, but I'm going to wait for Dan to come back. Unless he's officially bowed out. Bowed out, if you will. Has he bowed out? Oh no, my Skype is being seen. So let's do this for the moment. While I wait for him to come on back. Have to get Brett, though. Where do we get Brett? I'm texting him for the information. Working on getting back. I get it. Dan's got some pretty old school stuff working there. Let's see if I can reposition this so it's a little bit bigger for you guys to see. I don't know if you guys are having problems seeing the dang thing. There we go. Make it a little bit easier on you. Yeah, if you guys haven't been checking out the channel, make sure you check out. I think Dan's doing Doom tomorrow. He was going to do it tonight, I think, but didn't wind up doing it. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep going while we wait. Let's book. I'm going to leave Brett alone because I know if I booked Brett without Dan's help, he would kill me. He would quite literally want to abscond with my face. All right, what's this? Disco Inferno is the world television champion. He's a babyface. Let's do him and who's the most over as a face here? Let's see, faces. I don't know why I don't stop. Rick Martel. So he's a babyface. So I need heels, actually. I need a heel to go up against him. I like it with Steven Regal. We'll go with Steven Regal. We'll add that, and we'll wait for the Brett thing. All right, we need to put the world television title there. Actually, I want to make that a triple threat. Can I edit that? We need another gimmick match. We don't really have any gimmick matches. So, yeah, you know what? Let's do this. We're going to do it like that. Yeah. All right, book. We're going to book a singles match. We're going to make it a multi. It's going to be a triple threat. Disco Inferno. Lord Steven Regal. And let's see. Give me a face. You know what? We're never going to really use Bobby Eaton. So I'm sorry. I love Bobby Eaton, but we're never really going to use him. He's got 3 appearances left. Add. And let's give it a gimmick. Let's see, what should the gimmick be? I mean, we can make it a ladder match. We can make it a 3-way cage match. We can make it I think you could do like a randomized thing on a pole. So you could do Viagra on a pole match. You could do all that stuff. But I think we're going to do Let's just do a 3-way street fight. I don't think I've ever done a 3-man street fight before. So there we go. We're going to break that up. See, I don't like the fact that Goldberg is so far down now. Welcome back.
In fact, I find it hard to absorb or approve or even allow thoughts and opinions that went down while I was not having the screen.
What would you like to eliminate? What would you like to eliminate?
I would like to have the screen shared.
That would help. Now I'm you.
That would be wonderful if I could see what was happening on the screen there.
On the thing there. All right, here we go. We're gonna share the screen, and he's likely gone by now.
I'm here, and as we previously, unbeknownst to y'all, decided it was the truth. I'm gonna accept whatever he did while I was gone, so that's fine. Whatever you did was fine. Let's go.
But what I didn't do is give Bret Hart anything. Are we going to debut him on Nitro?
My thought
no match. He's just going to interfere, correct?
I thought he would interfere.
Yes. Okay.
Because the
2-4 because
once for because the man who is already the world's champion. You understand? He never lost the title. Is feeling disrespect that a babyface is trying to claim the championship with his signature hold. You see what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Hold versus hold. Who's got the better hold?
Yes. So we can before getting into Flair versus Hart, we have a whole bunch of time to get the belt from Hogan to Flair. See what I'm saying?
Got it. I'm gonna
two men with claims to the championship. You see? You see where I'm going? You see where I'm coming?
The real world's champ.
The real world's champ going, I am still the real world's champ. And the real world's champ being like, I am the real world's champ. It is
actually.
Yeah. So without question, we have heat there. In the meantime, Bret has to take the hold from Sting. And Flair has to vanquish WCW Hogan.
Okay, so that's who's next.
It books itself.
So right now, we've got...
it didn't happen this way?
It's the way it should have happened.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So right now we've got, for the Cruiserweight kicking off the show, we've got the Cruiserweight Championship, the champion Eddie Guerrero taking on Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho, Psychosis, Kidman, and Kaz Hayashi.
I love it.
That's our opener.
Energy match. Energy all day.
Then we've got Raven and Chris Benoit starting their best wrestler feud in a singles match.
Mm-hmm. Then
for the World Television Championship, we've got Bobby Eaton versus Steven Regal versus Disco Inferno in a street fight.
Love it.
Then
explain to me, Disco?
Disco is the champion.
Oh, okay.
He's being backed into a corner.
Yeah,
by Regal. So he called on Bobby to help, but turns out Bobby's going to do Bobby things. So
right, and then I love it. It's great. And then we got panache with those two. I love
exactly. Then you've got the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the Steiner Brothers taking on the Flock. Then you got Buff Bagwell versus Bill Goldberg in a squash. Then you've got Diamond Dallas Page versus Ric Flair in a, making sure both of them are on the card in a high-profile match.
Who's taking that?
It'll likely be Flair here.
Yeah, I want that too. How do we do it?
Or I may do a no contest. If we can do a no contest.
How do we get the no contest? By time limit? How do we do it?
We might do a time limit draw, like a Broadway between the two.
Yeah,
Mutual respect.
No, I'm cool. I'm way cool with that. Time limit should be a factor.
For sure. The WCW United States Heavyweight Championship, Ultimo Dragon versus Lex Luger versus Kurt Hennig. Kurt Hennig will retain.
Okay.
Kevin
What's
Nash.
your thoughts there?
I'm thinking it's just straight up and down. He's the best wrestler. That's going to be the IC title. That's going to be, you have to have a better work rate than me to win.
Right. He's your mid-boss.
Yes.
Right?
And I'm going to try and, I would say let's build up Benoit to ultimately be the one to take that from him. So then that sets up later down the line Bret versus Benoit for the title. Title for title, perhaps unification. We'll see. Then you got Kevin Nash versus the Giant, and you got Sting versus Hollywood Hogan. That is our card, folks.
I love it. I think it's a great card. Up and down. Pardon my chewing.
You're good, man. You
to my heart's content because, hold up, we're putting things over.
Oh, what are we putting over? Who's not sponsoring the stream today?
Boom. Wise kettle cooked deli chips, the spicy version.
Oh, is that the one with the neon sign looking thing? Yeah,
yep,
I see it
but
now.
the red bag though.
Yeah,
the red bag.
That's pretty good.
With the heat, you gotta have the heat.
Yeah, as long as it ain't ketchup chips.
Oh my God, wonderful, not sponsor for the program.
All right, so we're gonna play the event. It's starting now. So now you get to see what it looks like actually being done.
I hope I get to see it. I don't think I'm gonna get to see it in real time though. I think I'm gonna see it way after the fact. You're probably gonna have to fill me in.
What do you see right now?
I think I see the match in Dolly version on screen.
That's what you're gonna see. It's all Dolly.
But I don't see numbers moving. I just see a static screen.
First we have to.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right, let's go.
So
I love it.
Do you want to add a finish? We're gonna add a finish.
Oh, you can book it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So there are certain match finishes you can't do because of the match type.
Steve, hold on. You just blew my mind already got blown. We book every match.
Yes, every single match, every single finish.
So
every single segment.
So here's how I want to do this. I don't want to do this like a democracy. I don't want to do this democratically. I want to do this the way you know it is. Like where I spoke up, talk to me about the finish. The rest is yours. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't say a word, it's yours. Do what you will. Where I spoke up, talk to me about the finish. That's it. Let's move it. Let's make these cards happen. You know?
So right now, Eddie Guerrero is the champion, and he's a heel. So I'm saying he cheats to win, to retain. Either that, or we make it straight up and down. Let the action speak for itself.
I mean, are we taking Eddie as a heel? Or is this a slow build to relevance?
Eddie is a heel, and he's gonna hold down the cruiserweight title for the interim until we can figure out the mid card, because we've got a lot of guys who are really talented.
My question is, do we have aspirations for him beyond the mid card?
The only two in here beyond is obviously Jericho and Guerrero, so that's gonna be the spin-off for the title.
So then, fuck yeah, eat this division. Whatever brings him the quickest to the top, let's go.
So
you know what I mean? Because Jericho and Guerrero are interesting in I think they have an even trade in character versus work rate. If work rate gets let me say it right. If work rate gets Guerrero to slot 5, Jericho can jump him to 6 with charisma.
With charisma, for sure.
If Jericho gets to 7 with charisma, Guerrero can jump him to 8 with work rate. You know what I mean?
Just go back and forth.
Because of who they are and how they work. Benoit doesn't apply to that. There's a balance between those two names that you can do that with. That I don't think that somebody and Benoit, who at this point is higher in the card, what's going to be good is when he starts to fall down, he's going to be a facilitator for those two guys to go up.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%. So are we doing the let me lay this out. So these dusty finishes, as they're called, which is great in this, this whole game is a love letter.
Oh, we gonna get in. This is what we wanted.
Yes.
This is what we wanted. Hell yeah.
So anything past the dusty
finishes.
There's
a reason Steve's on the stick, by the way. This is why.
Cost creative points. So we have 390 creative points. After every event, if it went well, we get more creative points. Creative points is used to...
Which we will. We'll get.
But if we do the time limit draw, so we can't blow our load with finishes and gimmicks on everything. So we're going to do the cheating finish.
Can we hold it to 3 bigs on a night max?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I think because it's Starcade, we do 3.
Yeah. We get 3 bigs, you know?
So when you cheat, it says a participant uses illegal tactics to win. And later, when we, off stream, we can literally set up all of this. We can choose what all of these are. So it can be hits him with a bacon, egg, and cheese. You know what I mean? Like you put in the text and set what
Got
the
you,
parameters are.
got you. Oh, here's the thing. It's set up so nice. I want to keep it clean, but we gotta have like the huevos rancheros of the bunch. You know what I mean?
For
Like the
sure.
moment that's like.
You know we have El Dandy, right?
All right, well, he has to win a title while we have
Of course.
while we have the
Of course. He's got to steal one.
Who are we to doubt El Dandy?
We are no one. All right. Yeah, whatever. Creative Cloud. Nobody asked you. Go away. Damn alerts.
They want their money.
I know. The alert just came up. Like,
Creative Cloud want their money.
Out of here. You ain't getting none of my money.
Vin, oh my God, Vin, you in. Vin, don't go nowhere. You are in the right place right now. We are rebooking 97, baby. You are in the house.
So we are 97 WCW right now, and it is the day after the Montreal Screwjob. It is Starcade 97, and we're going.
Oh, we're so much better. Oh my God, we're already so much better. Just the consideration that's gone into our booking is better.
So Eddie Guerrero's picking up the win here.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Well, you got right now that we're at the card, guide us through it because you were paying attention to everything. I remember I cut in and out a couple times.
So now plus 18, like the stats. There's repercussions for losing.
I love
Guys
it.
will go
Talk
down.
to me. So we'll push Jericho. You know, we'll maintain his float till when we need him to come up. Right? We got to give him wins here and there. That's fine.
Right away, worked with the crowd. It was a 4.25 match. Eddie Guerrero's XP goes up. You know, you see all the statistics here. But it was a really hot match. It started off. What do you expect? What do you expect? Some of the greatest cruiserweights in the world. So we continue.
Stevie,
yeah.
Run down this first match. Explain it all, just so I know what I'm looking at. Sorry, I just never seen it before.
Sure, it's already done. It doesn't do it. You just pick the winner, and then statistically it shows you. Like they're not going to actually wrestle and stuff. What do you think about?
No, I know. I just want to see what the stats mean. Is basically. What I'm
okay.
saying.
Eddie Guerrero went up 7.5 XP points, which means towards whatever his. So it was a really good match. So it goes towards his work rate. You know, so it goes towards his popularity. Right now, his popularity and his overness is 698. The max is 1050, I believe. So
okay, so he's making his way. He's mid card.
Exactly. While Kidman and Jericho and all of them. So that minus that you saw is their overness going down. Their XP always goes up because they're wrestling in the match, but their overness goes down depending on.
So why did somebody like, let's say, Kaz go down on that?
Because he lost. He was in the match and he lost, but his XP
I see. All
went
these
up.
guys were in the match. Got it.
All of these guys. So it was a 5-way match. It worked with the crowd. It was over with the crowd.
Okay. I totally get it. Blue is down, green is up. Got it.
Exactly. And red is really good.
Yeah, got you.
So orange is your overness change. So how over you are, he went up 1%. Gimmick overness change, because you can change people's gimmick. If you want to make Chris Benoit silent but deadly, you can change his gimmick. If you want to make him an Olympic shooter.
I actually would like to make him silent but deadly. I think that'd be great.
So we'll have to go in that, but we would have to do it
next show. Yeah, work on it. But
Raven versus Chris Benoit. So Raven's gimmick is cult leader, and Chris Benoit is amateur wrestler right now.
Okay, so now Benoit won the match. Yeah,
is that what we want? I think so.
Here's what I would like to do.
Okay,
right, and we'll talk. Let me just throw it out, and then since you understand the program, right, I'll throw and we talk from there. It'll just make it easier. So Benoit, here's what I think. If he throws down the I'm a wrestler, I'm holding shit down type of energy, and he beats Raven, now he has that platform to go forward. And Raven still has the okay, he came with all that wrestler shit, but whatever, we're about something bigger than that.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
And he has his flock still.
Yeah, so how do we book that? That's the question.
So I think the next night, if we continue this feud, it's about being the best wrestler, but you didn't say what the best wrestler was about. So on Nitro tomorrow, there may or may not be an attack on Chris Benoit.
Exactly, because best wrestler could be the guy who gets the most people on his side.
Or the one who, as a heel, it's whatever I decide means the best wrestler.
Yeah, Vin, we got Brett with us. We're figuring out how to book him. Yeah, exactly. Right. The language is so open that we could take it in 1,000 directions. So Benoit's technical victory in the end doesn't mean that much.
Doesn't mean anything.
Unless we decide to push him in different directions. You know what I mean? We have openings. Is what I'm saying.
And if sometimes if the match is so good, it will start a feud on its own. It'll generate a feud and be like, oh shit, the fans want to see this. The algorithm fans want to see this. So Benoit is taking the victory straight up and down on this.
Yeah, for sure.
Chris Benoit goes up 17. Best wrestler feud started between Chris Benoit and Raven. So our base rank, the base hype of the feud is 5. Right now, the rank, the participant boost gives it 2, and the alignment boost. So it's not a face versus face. So you get a bump because it's baby face versus heel.
Okay.
So let's see what the results were. It's 3.75 stars.
I love that. That's not bad.
It's almost a 4-star.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We get into the high. That's the high card. That's what we want to be.
It's getting heat too. So the feud started as a base of 15. It is now at a 19. So we're working here. All
right. So it works. It's an ideology type of feud. It's I believe this, but I believe that.
For sure. So now we're in the World Television Championship, the triple threat street fight match between beautiful Bobby Eaton, who now will have 2 appearances left, but let's be fair, I have no plans for him personally.
Same.
Maybe a retirement match to give another guy a rub. Steven Regal and Disco Inferno. So if we wanted to add a finish here, we couldn't do interference because it's a street fight. We could do cheating. We could do distraction. That's it. Or we could do a squash, but
I'm gonna go ahead and call it full trust. I got no stake in this. You put it together. Whatever you think, I'm with you.
I'm saying Steven Regal takes this here over Disco. I mean, Disco. Well, let's look at their stats. So right now, Steven Regal is 43% over. Disco is 42% over. Bobby Eaton is 43.
Quick pause. This is exactly what we were looking for.
Exactly. This is the game.
This is the game. Expect to see a lot of these because here we go.
This is fun. This is what we like to do.
Yeah, this is exactly.
Disco was super over with who?
Who versus whomst?
Whom versus whomst? I'm gonna say Regal. Do you have any objections with Regal taking the championship here?
No, I support all this. The other guys don't matter. Regal is gonna own this division. Disco is jobber to the stars. I'd love to use him in all manner of loose.
For sure. Boom. Lord Steven Regal.
He's got a job forever. Disco has a job forever.
Oh, and he got juice. So then we might have created a oh shit moment. Steven Regal bled in the match. Okay, so for some reason the street fight match effect decreased for this event. So maybe because the heel bled and not the baby face.
So lay off that match type for a little while. No problem.
At Starrcade for this event. So it's event specific.
You want me to note that or no?
Sure, that would be great. But
hold on.
It still got some over with a 3.75. So same as the last match. So people enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, but lay off street fight.
Yeah, you saw your boy Hooventude? Yeah, he's in the game. Hoovie's there, man. With the mask on, thank God.
That is Starrcade.
Ugmo.
Okay, so lay off street fights at Starrcade. Got it.
Yep.
And I got Roddy Hype Man. We already started that process, right?
I'm
gonna leave it. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Don't delete anything.
I'm keeping notes. That's my job.
I raised my White Claw, hard seltzer, and gin and tonic to the stream. Hey,
woo!
I raised this candle to you because I don't have any booze at the moment, to be quite honest. World Tag Team Championships. The Steiner Brothers versus the Flock.
Who's in the Flock?
It's Saturn and Van Hammer.
Right, and we're not trying to bury them. We're gonna use them. We're gonna use the Flock.
Okay, so maybe we get a finish of some kind.
Do we have a tag team worthy of interference?
We don't have a heel tag team worthy of anything right now, to be honest.
So we need to build some heels. How do you want to do it?
We can have them retain via DQ. So
how do we
do Flock win?
Yep.
And then have
Flock have the belts right now?
No.
No.
So the Flock technically win the matches, but still your champions.
Because they just roll. Yeah, I got you. Perfect. That's perfect.
Got it. So DQ. Boom.
Like incredible. We need an underneath tag team.
The Flock wins via the DQ. No change to the Steiners' popularity. This is good. +2 to the Flock. So that's not bad.
No, it's great.
Let's see what the crowd thought of the match. They didn't like the DQ, but they thought the spots were good, so it's 3 1/4.
Let's go.
So,
I'm totally okay with that.
So, okay, while you're watching this stuff, see the prestige. So once our XP per match type lets us do different finishes as it grows. So right now, Street Fight,
I love it.
But our tag team championship prestige went down because they didn't like the challengers and they didn't like the DQ.
Okay, so here's what I like. Here's what I like about that bar on the bottom. It's giving you on the fly booking as though you were there and an event was happening. That's hot.
This game is beautiful.
If you're white hot, you can go fuck it. Roll the dice on this. Roll the dice on Booker T going out there to take the belt from Hogan. Like,
hope for the best.
Yeah, that's great. That's phenomenal by any metric. That is unbelievably cool. That gives you, what is the name of this game? Sorry, Steve.
Journey of Wrestling.
Journey of Wrestling. It's worth the purchase on that alone.
It's $15.
Yeah, $15.
Meanwhile, you're spending $60 for a broken WWE game.
Are we tagging them? Let's make sure we're tagging them because they should know that we're streaming their game because their game is worth the money.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we got to make sure we reach. I think they're on Twitter, so I'll have to check that out. I'm not really a big Twitter guy.
Let them know we streamed it, and we'll keep streaming it. This is
it's fantastic.
Minimum once a week. Let's just support.
I say we do, once a week and do an entire year.
Yeah, let's go.
So Goldberg versus Buff Bagwell. Are we squashing?
The fact that they plugged us into this period of time and that you and I are booking this period of time for what we are and what we've already done on the channel, which speaks for itself.
It's perfect.
This is insane that we were able to jump in right here and just these animated characters. Like, I'm looking at Buff versus Goldberg and I'm laughing my ass off. I'm going, I don't even need to see it. My mind is watching little Buff get his ass beat by little Goldberg, and it's everything it needs to be.
That being said, are we spending the 70 creative points to give it a squash finish?
What do we have?
We have 390.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're spending 70 points to make this a squash. A squash, obviously, is a participant dominates another in a quick match that is one-sided. If a title changes hands, it's 200% win. But for the other person,
that's hot. That's hot. But not yet. But when he takes that belt, it's gonna be.
But the other person gets a 200% loss.
That's fine. That's fine.
So depending on the person,
we'll book accordingly.
So let's see, squashing him. Bing bang bing. So up 26 for Goldberg, down 16. So let's see.
So are we still tag team relevant with Buff?
Ooh, they did not like
that's my
this.
thought, is he could be a decent tag team.
Oof. That is a 1-star match from Goldberg.
Fair.
I mean, makes sense. Let's be fair.
No, it's fine. I'm not worried about his match quality.
Fans did not like the squash. All right. So, but he went up 26. So
that's fine.
Diamond Dallas Page versus Ric Flair. So his gimmick right now is NWO and the Nature Boy. Look at that. He's the highest rated out of anybody right now.
Yeah, of course
exactly.
Because he's the man.
He's the and he's a face. So we have him as a baby face right now. That's how he was during that period of time. So it's a face-face mutual respect match.
Yeah, that's fine. So we don't turn him here. We just know the turn is coming.
I haven't unlocked
No,
it yet.
actually, Flair doesn't have to turn because Brett should come in as a heel.
Yeah, we don't want to take the heat off of Brett by turning Rick heel, which will be a big deal.
Yeah.
So once I can unlock it, you can do finishes like Respectful End. You could do a ring collapse. You could do a pass out. You could do a screw job, but we have to unlock that as we go. We could do a time limit draw for 50 if we want to protect both of them. Or we can just go straight up and down.
Right. No one should change alignment. Obviously, neither of these guys are changing alignment. So how do you want to do that?
I think we go straight up and down with Rick taking it, and it's an aw shucks moment. I'll get you
next
on the
time.
other end.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot we want to do with DDP. I know you were mentioning. So starting him off with adversity is good.
Yeah. I'm into it. That's fine.
Welcome to booking class, guys. Dan the man, you're like John Cena. I can't see you. Oh, sorry. I didn't put you back.
I'm leaning in because I'm excited.
No, it's my fault. I didn't put you back after you went away. So you've been gone this whole time.
Oh, that's fine.
All right, here we go. So Ric Flair's taking this matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
15. Plus 15, minus 10. Let's see what they thought about it. 4-star match.
I feel like I forced the Goldberg thing, but I didn't want I wanted this to be the moment that de-emphasized Bagwell and elevated Goldberg to I don't care what your name is, I'm eating you alive, but it didn't work out that way.
Maybe Buff wasn't the guy. Maybe we chose the wrong guy.
Yeah. I see problems in my booking. That's all right.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we are at the United States Heavyweight Championship. Ultimo Dragon, Lex Luger, and Kurt Hennig. I think Kurt Hennig takes this clean. Again, remember, he's the best wrestler in the world.
I mean, I'm never going to vote against that. I love Lex, but he's a spot guy, and Dragon, get him into the cruiserweight as quick as possible, right?
Yeah, well, the United States Heavyweight Championship is a little bit, I want to give Dragon the rub of going after that and then have him rub the cruiserweight division that way, just by being associated with.
Yeah, I dig it. Yeah. I dig that completely.
So Hennig is going to retain here. Kurt needs the rub. What does Kurt need the rub for?
Up. I think he has higher aspirations than this.
But
I think we can use Hennig.
Yeah, that's not a rub, Vin. So plus 25. A rub would be Ultimo Dragon just being in the same ring with Kurt Hennig. So a rub is basically just by association, by not my name value alone, you benefit from.
Yes.
So let's see what people thought about that match with Hennig retaining. 4-star match. Everyone enjoyed it. 4-star match.
And a bit of the black on top of it.
And the United States Championship goes up 4% in prestige.
Height. Oh, I love that. That's amazing. That's fucking this game.
It's dope, dude. It is so dope.
It's bananas good. That's unbelievable.
Giant versus giant match.
Yeah.
Kevin
Nash. I'm not as confident in this as I was when we booked it.
We can't do it right now, but I would do a ring collapse here.
Yeah, that'd be wild. What do we have?
We've got the dusty finishes, so the interference DQ, a regular DQ, cheating, a distraction, or a count out.
Count out.
Brawl to the back count out?
Yeah.
All right, brawl to the back count out. But who's the focus? We want the focus to be left with the Giant, or we want it with Kevin Nash?
I was out of the room, so this is you. If I'm out of like I said, if I'm out of the room, it's you.
Well, Bischoff the owner wants the Giant, so we got to find a way, because if we please the owner, we get more stuff.
All right. Then the Giant, because I don't care. But I don't actually give a shit about either one of these guys.
All right, not bad. Let's see what the match was. 2.5 stars.
I'll take that.
Yeah, they didn't like the count out, but they understood it. No real damage done. It was a cool down match, really, to be quite honest.
As it was.
And here it is. Hollywood Hogan versus Sting. So now we add the finish of, we want interference DQ.
Yep.
Or do we want a distraction and retain?
Distraction and retain. Right? Hollywood's the champ already?
Yes, Hollywood's already the champ.
Definitely distraction and retain.
Select interfering member. Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh shit, Vin! What the fuck is going on? Vin is losing his mind in the chat. I'm over here not seeing it.
The NWO at the time, what was the hottest thing going? So I feel like you should have gave the NWO the rub a lot more, but I understand why you did that. The NWO right here in '97 is at its apex. It's at its peak. The problem that happened with them, and we're trying to do what they didn't do, is they didn't make new stars. They just folded the new stars into the NWO.
Yep,
so we're trying to rub everyone else with the NWO juice and even it out. So
I love everything that's happening. Yeah, and let's see. Ours might blow up in our face just as much, and that's great.
does it
Let's
work? Let's see.
yeah. All right, so we got Hart coming into distraction. Hogan takes the belt.
Hogan takes the belt. Sting goes down 11. Hogan goes up 6. Hollywood Hogan is on the way to becoming a face of the company. Sting is on the way to becoming a face of the company.
Uh-huh. Yep.
So let's see. Slow start to the match.
Uh-huh.
3.5 stars.
That's fine. That's perfect.
But the WCW Heavyweight Championship went up +7 in prestige because the rating popped. They liked the challenger. They liked the champion.
As long as we use Brett right going forward, we got it. And we got Brett and Flair in our back pocket. We got multiple climbs. Everything is going properly. Sting is golden and dynamite and untouchable, and we will use him correctly. And we have up and comers behind him. We used Benoit right. Who else do we use right?
You used a lot of people correctly. Let's go. We'll go back down the card real briefly.
You see what I'm saying? My eye is on the heavyweight scene, but we got a lot. We got a lot of fellas that are going to the right place.
We got Eddie Guerrero working well. We got Benoit working well. We got Regal. We got the Steiner brothers. Goldberg needs some work. Flair looking great as always. Kurt Hennig. We did more right than we did wrong. So overall, it was a really good show. So let us continue on to Nitro. Oh, wait. There's news first. Let's see. Did we make the news? Starrcade has a terrible match. At Starrcade, Buff Bagwell and Bill Goldberg stank up the place with a really bad match.
That's fine. That's fine.
The crowd booed them quite soon and couldn't care less for the match.
That's mine. I'll take that.
It's looking like a contender for the worst match of the year.
I own that. That was mine. I thought Bagwell's draw and Goldberg's dominance would be enough.
I was with you on that because I agreed. So this is the Wrestling Spectator news. So it's the Observer, essentially.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
So
yeah.
after every pay-per-view, they do that, and they have year-end awards. Oh, we got some messages on our job performance. Let's see. Bad day. This is Jim Duggan. You ever get low for no reason? Things just get really hard and you don't feel like getting up. Don't worry. I'll be there at the show. Wrestling takes me out of the bad place. So that was the email from Jim Duggan.
Perfect.
Ernest the Cat Miller is ready to return soon. His overness will get a nice boost. Gimmick change. Due to an injury return, a gimmick change boost is available for Ernest the Cat Miller. So since he's coming back, he gets a boost for coming back. Plus, if you change his gimmick and freshen him up, he gets another boost on top of that. Glacier is now available to return to the ring. Chris Kanyon should be ready soon.
Okay.
So we got some guys coming back from injury.
I got plans for Kanyon. The rest don't excite me very much, but we'll see. As we go. Who needs what?
So let's see. Manage. Company. Let's go. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Manage. Is it job? No, it's not job. Manage. What is it? Staff? Yeah, staff. Okay, facilities, right? So we need to do all of this stuff to upgrade it and to get other stuff. So we need to do 25 production packages to get to level 2. That's the main one that we want to do. So we can do other production packages and feuds.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay. So let's focus on that.
So that's what we're focused on. So let's book the segment. Bam. So do we want to let's book the first segment, which I believe is going to be Bret Hart coming out to start the show and solidify his heel turn. Correct?
Absolutely. Has to talk about why he did what he did.
So boom, watch this. Book segment.
So go for a minute. I'm gonna grab some more ice.
I'm gonna wait for you because this is gonna be I'm gonna respond to the chat and wait for you because I want you to see the intricacies. Okay. Go. I'll respond to the chat.
No, do it. I'll go after this segment. I'll wait for segment 2.
All right. So right now, here are all the things that we can do. These are all. We can do a backstage interview. We could do a heat promo.
Oh, no, you know what? Book it. Talk to me when I get back.
Right.
Now that I see what's going on. You book it. I can't wait to hear what you book. I'm excited.
Let's try and get a heel turn.
10+, I know.
Villainize. I don't know exactly what that is. Villainize. Heel turn. Does he have to be neutral in order to do it? Face versus heel, face turn and blow off. See, because they're babyface, we're going to do a vicious beatdown. It's going to be focused. Oh, give me some singles. Give me Bret Hart. It's being a little bit slow. We're going to go Bret Hart and Sting. So Bret Hart and Sting. So I want the main participant to be Bret Hart. I want the intensity to be huge. I want to book it. We're booking it number 1 with a bullet. And I want this to start a feud. So let's see what feuds we can start here. I think what we're going to do is greatest wrestler because of the high work rate, or grudge because of what Dan said with the move for move thing. It makes most sense. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let me read what you said. Too many guys joined the NWO, and it was a cluster F. I agree. Then, wait, you don't have Sting wrestle for like a year or however the F they did that and have him lose pay-per-view. You got to have Sting win at the pay-per-view, I think, but it's your booking, and I respect it. Well, because we're undercutting that only to delay the gratification, and with Bret Hart coming in, that's what makes sense, Vin. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Eddie versus Benoit, I think in WCW would have been a great feud. We're heading towards something similar. My boy Glacier out here. Yeah, if Bret is a heel, does he change up
My
the
boy
way he
Glacier
wrestles?
out nowhere, homie.
Bret definitely changed the way that he wrestled as a heel in subtle ways. You know, obviously less pandering to the crowd, more... I want to say he got more physical, if that's possible, because he was always physical even as a babyface. But he sold less. But when he did, it meant more. I feel like when you do Bret versus Sting, you build up that feud to who is going to be number 1 contender for Hogan's title. Now, it's not what we're doing here, because ultimately we're going for the title picture. It's going to be Flair versus Hogan, world champion versus world champion, and then it'll likely be, I believe, Bret versus Flair for the title.
World champion versus world champion Redux.
So this is going to be a vicious beatdown.
What it is sorry, Steve, I didn't mean to cut it.
Oh, no, go ahead.
You have the moment where Flair topples Hogan, first time ever, never happened in real life. And he goes, I am real world champion. Finally nailed it down after all these decades. Doesn't matter. I'm real world champion. I beat Hogan on this night. We put it to bed. I am real world champion. After he just beat Sting for the sharpshooter versus the Scorpion Deathlock. So now we don't call it the Scorpion Deathlock. It's the sharpshooter forever. Here comes. Oh, you're the real world champion, Ric Flair, because you just beat Hulk Hogan. Motherfucker, you didn't beat me. The real world champion, Bret the Hitman Hart.
And then if and when Bret wins, then you have him calling out Hogan as the babyface, as the heel. Like, you ran from me. There is no running here. I'm the top guy here now. So
you come to me and get here and let's do this. And that splinters the NWO because to want to get Bret, he gets Nash, he gets Hall. You book it however you want.
But it's split. Lines are drawn.
The lines are fucking drawn. You want the belt? It's here. Come get it.
So we're going to start this feud here with a vicious beatdown. Bret Hart is going to beat the crap out of Sting.
Yeah.
So it's going to start a feud here. Do we want better wrestler, grudge, disrespect, highest or greatest wrestler, which is a high work rate thing, which I think I would rather go with that personally as we wait for Dan to come back. We lost him, I believe. Is he back? Dan has been having connection issues, so Bret versus Ric Flair should be a ultimate submission match. It'll be a submission match. There is no ultimate submission in this. You should definitely check out this game. It's a lot of fun to test your booking chops and have a little bit of fun with it for sure. I know I'm having a blast with it. I was doing a different one with a company called New Breed Wrestling. It's basically you take over an indie and you like a random indie. They're not real people, but you like develop your guys, which is more interesting to me personally. As we wait for Dan to return. And we lost him. Where'd he go? Oh, he's gone. So we're going to keep going. He always seems to disappear or drop out right when it's the stuff that he has a big part in. I'm going to do Greatest Wrestler, I think, because I feel like that's the most compelling for me. Let's see, what high work rate. Yeah, we're going to do Greatest Wrestler. That's the feud that's going to start. Boom. So let's book. That's going to be the opening segment. We want to make sure that we have packages. So I like to build the segments out that way myself, is just build highlights with production. So we'll do we don't have anybody returning right now. Recap package, main event package. So we can do a recap package if we want to, leading to that to open the show if we wanted to. This is a popularity boost. We could do new gimmick. I think what we're going to do is a video package. We try and rehabilitate Goldberg just a little bit. Let's see. Let's get singles. Do one for Goldberg. Where's he at? Maybe help him out because we did a little bit of damage to him. Nothing crazy, but we did enough where I want to help him out a little bit. He's not exactly the most intense, so we're not going to do anything there. We're not going to move the intensity up. Let's book that. So I like to do 3 segments and then the rest be matches. So let's see. Our main feud. So now we're going to start a new challenger feud. So let's get... So we'll do a non-title. Let's book the match. No, you know what? I'm doing this all wrong. Boom. Let's book the segment. Sorry, I get a little backwards here when trying to do it. I'm still learning the menus. I've only been playing this, not too long. I need a new challenger. Local squash, so you could do masked attacker, a midget impersonation, contract signing, which we're going to do in a little bit for sure. Feud blow-off stuff. I'm looking for championship coronation. No, that's for new. Cash in and tease. So you can make a, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? We'll do a demand title shot. Right? Let's do that. And let's get the participants will be Ric Flair and Hollywood Hogan. Boom. We are going to make it as intense as hell. It's mostly going to be focused on Rick. We're going to book that. And we're going to make that start a feud within the demand of the title shot. He's not going to get it tonight because that's what Hogan would do. And we're going to do new title challenger. Boom. That's going to be the new feud. So now we're going to book a match. Now that we've got those out of the way, now let's book some matches because you only get 8 max things to do. All right, let's see. How do you guys like Edge versus Randy Orton build up for Mania? Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I'm very excited for that. It's probably the Mania match that I'd say most excited for. Let's see. Dan just texted me. Let's see what he had to say. Bing, bang, bing. It's just waiting on a restart. Sorry, but it does nail down why you should lead. Yeah, baby. Baby. I'm going to hit him with a baby. I'm going to hit him with an Adam Cole right quick. So let's do a... All right, we got to book a match. Let's book a singles match. And since we already set it up, we're going to do Hogan versus Flair. And I believe Dan is back. Are you back, bud?
Bam.
Back in a New York groove.
Give me the gimmick. I'm back. Back in the Becky groove.
You say back in a Becky groove?
I don't care what you say. I'm still in the Becky groove. Always gonna be in the Becky groove. Because I'm back in the Becky groove.
That is Becky Lynch, as performed by Mr. Danny Axel.
My baby. 100 forever. Don't put her in the build because she's going to go to the top.
Straight to the top. All right.
What did I miss? Tell me. Inform me.
I'm just waiting for it to go. Did it go? Did it go? Okay. So this is what
I'm
we're
the
doing.
Christopher Walken of my own stream. Inform me.
Yeah, inform me.
Please.
Tell me.
Tell me how you did what you did.
All right. So
and I'll believe you.
It's going to start with the Vicious Beatdown. Right now, all I did was set up packages and stuff like that. So I did a video package for Goldberg to kind of rehabilitate a little bit, that. We've got the show's going to start off with the Vicious Beatdown.
Did I get the fucking... What happened after the last show? Did I get all that?
What do you mean?
What happened in the main event of the last show? Just refresh me, please.
It was Brett. It was
Brett
Brett coming out. He
did the
screwed
thing.
Sting, yeah.
Everybody did okay coming off of that.
So
That's what I'm saying.
We haven't done
what I was
anything
saying
yet.
is the results.
Oh, it was good. The
It was
fans
good.
enjoyed
Everything
it.
was good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, my computer went out. Everything was nuts.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we are. Next show.
We're going to start off the show with the Vicious Beatdown. Bret Hart's going to beat the crap out of Sting in the opening segment. Some of the other segments later, because I like to do 3 segments because you have a minimum of 4 things on the card, a maximum of 8 for Nitro. So I like to do 3 and the rest be action. So I did the video package.
Oh, so matches and segments fall under the same umbrella.
Different, yes, total, but they're different categories.
Got it.
The main event is Ric Flair versus Hollywood Hogan for no title, but we're starting the feud there. He demands the title shot because we've got to get Nate in front of the mic, getting both of those in front of the mic. Got to start that feud. So what other feuds are we trying to start here? What did we have listed?
We had Hart and Sting.
Got it.
For the hold, right? That's the big one.
That's the big one.
We had Raven
and Benoit
in a business. Yeah, and that was to eventually move Benoit up, but we were trying to find a way to make it so that Benoit comes up as a wrestler and Raven still maintains ground as a cult man.
So do we want, since Benoit won the last one, do we want to have Chris Benoit taking on one of the members of the flock with Raven costing him something, costing him the match? So let's book that right now. So it's a singles match.
Right, like if we could keep gum-dropping Benoit losses to Benoit victories every time. In the big spot. You know what I mean? Gumdrop loss, he wins the big one. Gumdrop loss, he wins the big one. Finally, a big gimmick match, and yes, he wins that too. And now he moves up, and then we can disperse the flock, Because I don't think the flock is a main event feud, if I'm being honest.
No, definitely not. So Perry Saturn versus Chris Benoit. So we've got 2 matches on the card. We've got 3 matches left to book.
Okay. How are the belts looking?
Right now, no titles are on the line on this show. So we should have at least 1 title defense, I think.
Sorry. What about their standing, though? Do we need to do things to improve their standing?
Right now, we're early enough where it doesn't really matter.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Barona.
He's got the Barona, guys. My Barona. So let's
God, I wish that was one press. My Barona.
Chris Benoit versus Van Hammer. No, that's that. Oh, you know what? That's better because then next week we can do Perry's more over. Thank you, Vin, for the suggestion. Because Perry is more over, so we want it to escalate.
Yeah.
Until he gets there. So let's do. Well, I think the issue is he's considered a jabron, so Benoit might not want to wrestle him. So yeah, like some guys won't wrestle other guys because they're like, well, he's a scrunion. Why do I want to mess with some scrunion? You know what I mean? Like,
right. So do we have to do things with the fucking scrunions then?
we have to elevate them if we want them to work with that person. I mean, it's a constant evolving thing, just like real wrestling. So
yeah.
So we got 3 more matches left to do.
So do you want to do some work with that undercard, that undercard?
So let's look at the undercard. Because remember, we still have Thunder too. This is Nitro, so we can focus on the main stories here and then highlight them on Thunder.
Okay, yeah. So who do we want to be top guys on Thunder? That's cool. I like that. Actually, I love that.
Yeah,
right.
I want to make the Kurt Hennig title the main title there.
So into that. That's kind of like where my mind was without realizing we had 2 shows. That's great. Perfect.
So we need an open.
Who's our guy to take that belt before we do anything else?
From Kurt?
Yeah. What on this list is taking that belt?
Nobody.
I leave that.
Nobody until Benoit's ready.
Okay.
This way, when he beats him, it's meaningful. So Kurt's gonna go on a pretty sizable run, maybe 6 months, long-term booking wise.
So who's coming up to like challenge? We basically have to create a division.
Right now, it looks like he just faced Luger, but some of the upper mid carders who aren't really getting any love right now is, we can use Dean Malenko, we can use Jericho, but they're not baby faces. So
can we like hidden walk Jericho up? And right, but the problem is we don't have who's the baby face? Who's the guy that can come up through this to take that spot?
I mean, we don't want him to take it yet because we want Benoit to
eventually
take it. Yeah. We want somebody who we don't mind losing. Well, Luger, I don't mind Luger losing.
Oh, fucking yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not trying to be the guy who's like fuck Luger, but like
fuck Luger,
kind of fuck Luger, yeah.
Well, just on the principle of he killed Miss Elizabeth allegedly, so.
Lex Linguini into the build.
And you know what? We're gonna make that into a feud because that's gonna go for a little bit.
Oh my god!
Or we can do an all or nothing. Retirement.
No, I love it.
Retirement.
Feud him. Fuck it. Wait, retirement versus what?
No, I'm not going to do it. Old and champion. A challenger puts their career on the line in order to be the champion.
No.
So it would be if Luger loses, he retires. We're not using that card yet. We're going to use that in a big moment, probably Hogan and Brett, where Hogan finally retires and passes the torch. At least that's what instantly came to my mind. If we can get there in time before he wants to retire on his own.
Sure. Yeah, right. We have to actually book it.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. The Hogan has me nervous.
I know, right? He might buck out. He might just.
I think he'll knock as far as he can buck, bro. I got no faith in Hogan.
You are sans faith.
This is the best game you've ever chosen for us to play.
It's amazing.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm sweating. I'm doom sweating.
I was just about to say the same thing. I am literally soaking through my shirt.
I'm doom sweating. I don't think Hogan is gonna. Never. I'm almost 40 years old.
Vin's
Steve's
calling
laughing. Steve's laughing. Fuck you.
I know what you mean, man.
Because you got it. Because you will never know what 6 doesn't feel like. You will never know what one finger beyond your own hand doesn't feel like. Because you're a warrior, man. You will never know this. You will forever have.
Also,
fucking Mania 6. Hogan hot dog. And you know what? And here's Harmony. Here's so we know that I'm not a bitter man. Here's Harmony. Because I lived WrestleMania 9. I lived what it feels like when your man should be having a moment, and Hulk Hogan's just gonna take that moment, and your moment is not a moment anymore.
It's no longer your
so
moment.
I'm gonna talk about WrestleMania 6. I'm gonna talk about how the camera was supposed to be on the Ultimate Warrior in the middle of the ring, being the World Wrestling Federation champion, and instead the fucking camera is on improvising schmuck face Terry Bollea, going outside and taking the belt.
Or as he's
Now the
called on
camera is
OSW.
only on Hulk Hogan, while the Ultimate Warrior is trying to beat a champion, and no one cares because we just looking at Hulk Hogan. And only when he gets to the buckle do we give this man his fucking propers.
AKA
This
Cunt Hogan, as they say.
exactly. That's all I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is I'm trying to say, motherfucker, let it be what it is. Let the
All
champions
I know is
take
is
their podium.
my guy just made him look stupid. My guy was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna go up on this buckle.
I'm gonna fucking act like a buffoon.
Oh, it was beautiful.
All right.
God damn it.
So Nitro looks like this. This is what Nitro looks like tonight. As we are in December 97. Vicious beatdown.
Holding it down.
Vicious beatdown. Bret Hart beats up Sting, starting their greatest wrestler feud. Van Hammer versus Chris Benoit. No feud there. The feud is still with Raven. Raven will interfere to cost Benoit the match. Flair comes out while Hogan is out there, demands a title shot, new challenger. Hogan does not give it, but will give him a non-title match. In the main event, of course, brother, because where else would you put that? The World Tag Team Championships on the line versus the Steiner Brothers, the champions, versus the Faces of Fear, which is Ming, the Merciless, and the Barbarian. Obviously, the Steiners will be going over. Then a video package for Bill Goldberg to try and rehabilitate a little bit from our damage. Not much, but it'll help. Lex Linguini versus Kurt Hennig. And then a main event hype package. Then Rick versus Hollywood Hogan.
I love it.
We don't want to overexpose Bret and Sting just yet. So that's why they're not. I don't want them to touch in any capacity until the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Well, touch in the sense of match.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No,
so
there's a ton there. It feels good. We gotta pop a rating on that.
We're ready to rock and roll. Nitro, our first Nitro. Back in the New York. Sting and Bret Hart are out in the ring for a promo. Before Sting can even talk, Bret Hart launches on an attack on him. Bret Hart mercilessly beats down Sting all around the ring. All people are asking is, why? Why? Bret Hart has turned heel.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
It was a 5-star segment.
Woo!
5-star segment. Everyone loved it. And Bret Hart's gimmick right now is anti-WWF.
That's fine.
Yeah. Sting, gimmick, Crow. There we go. All right. Bam. We continue with the show.
Beautiful.
Van Hammer versus Chris Benoit. Let's add the finish here. We want distraction.
This is so cool.
Select interfering member.
The game is gonna bug me out for a while. The fact that we can make these tweaks as we go to the card and look at it and be like, oh, we're doing this. It's really
there's so much shit that later you can literally set up a feud based on a feud that you had 6 months ago.
That's hot.
It's insane. It's insane. And you
go.
recoup that heat. All right. So Van Hammer with
so
the
we
win.
have to keep it. We have to have it in our minds.
Exactly.
We're gonna suck.
Probably. Van Hammer went up. Chris Benoit went down. Let's see what they thought of that segment. 3-star segment. They weren't a big fan of the distraction, but distraction has a little bit of a penalty, but it's not much. It can either go up or down. Depends. So there we go. Let's see what's next on Monday Night Nitro. Ric Flair is coming out to the ring to talk about who to face next. Flair calls out Hollywood Hogan and demands a title match. Hogan answers by just holding his title up.
Okay, how we do?
Oh, I didn't even look. Shit. All right, let's go back. It is a 4.9 segment. It is
Beautiful.
100%
Holding,
effective.
holding the whole shit down.
This is how you book. And we got plus 4%.
As I said, Hart and Sting is wild. Hogan and Flair is wild. Let's go. We know how it settles. Let's go.
So the Steiners are going to retain here over the Faces of Fear. Boom. Let's see. Not a bad little match. 3 stars, which is more than I expected.
Yep. No, that's good. They holding it down. They doing what they do.
We're waiting for Stevie until Stevie Ray comes back, and then we start a video package airs about Goldberg. It's focused on Goldberg promoting the company outside the ring. That's not a good one.
What?
No one wants to hear that.
No one. No one asked for that.
And what happened?
Did we book that?
They chose there's like 4 different variants, and they chose the wrong one. Goldberg's overness decreased from popular to average.
Yeah, I bet. We didn't book that. I would never book that.
2 stars. 2 stars.
That sucks. I hate that.
Yeah.
We didn't have control over that. Now we got to think about who we want to be Goldberg that isn't Goldberg. just in case.
Kurt Hennig versus Lex Luger, straight up and down. We are going to go with this non-title.
All right, hold on. Do you want to make a change? You want to go with Kurt?
Well, it's staying with Kurt, but I think if Luger wins here, no, I think we keep building Kurt strong for Benoit.
Yeah, but we're not worried about Goldberg. I meant to say it the other way. I meant to say, do you want to go Lex? I said Kurt, but I meant Lex. Like now that we don't know about if Goldberg's gonna hold, do you want to go the other way? I'm just bringing it up. No. I love Kurt. We can go Kurt all day.
Because we can make Kurt Luke, because he's still way more popular than Lex. You know, his age. I want to make ultimately Benoit be Goldberg.
Oh, then it doesn't matter. Then you're right. Then let's stay right where we were.
Keeping it with Kurt.
Fuck Lex. Lex is a chip. We can do something with him or not.
Yeah,
you know?
It doesn't matter. We're going to use him as long as we can, as best we can. We got a 4-star out of that. I mean, when's the last time Lex had a 4-star match? So, and that's also a good thing. It's mitigating the guys who can't work, putting them with people who can work. Yo, don't you be saying stuff, Vin? How about you mind your business? How about you mind your business? A video package airs. It promoted and built up hype for the main event of the show. And its intensity was a 3-star. So you can change the intensity of the promo based on the people involved. So if it's like a charisma, if the guy has like shitty charisma or 1-star charisma, you don't want to make it intense.
Right. So, dial it back so he don't expose that he can't
suck. So don't make a fool out of himself.
Yeah, I get that. You want your shitty charisma guys to be like, I'm going to beat you in the ring, and that's what it will be. Not I'm going to beat you in the ring.
Yes.
And that's what it will be.
Although Triple H made an entire career out of that.
But he would go, I'm going to beat you.
He just became Lemmy. He was Lemmy cosplaying.
I love Triple H. Huge mark for Triple H. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-ding, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Oh, so good. Let's go.
My time. My time to shine. I'm going to say Ric Flair picks up the victory here, or else what's the reason Hogan would give him a title shot down the line?
Right, exactly.
Ric Flair, victorious. Okay. Let's see what happened here. What was the match? The match was a 4.5 star. That's how we closed the show. Pretty good show. Not going to lie. Boom. So let's look at our overall. It started off hot with a 5-star segment, then a 3-star, then a 4.9, then a 3, then a
Yep.
2, then a 4, then a
Mm-hmm.
3, then a 4. Overall, the show was a 4-star rated match, a 4-star rated show.
Let's go.
All green except for
Fours.
the tag team championships because they didn't like the challenger. So
Yeah.
we'll have more challengers for them in the future since
Yeah. As we de-emphasize, fellows.
as we proceed. So now we are on, where are we at? Are we at Thunder yet? I think we're on Thunder. So we'll do Thunder and then Sold Out and then we'll call it. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect. Let's go.
So Thunder, we only have 6 slots to use.
Yep.
So we can either
Short
do,
show.
if you want it. So would you rather do 3 segments, 3 matches, or would you rather do 4 matches, 2 segments, or how would
So I'm gonna be real. I want to book this like late days Attitude Era,
Okay.
where A show was established, B show was push. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So establishes A show, pushes B show. So to me, whatever needs time gets it on the B show. Whatever is going to get white hot gets on the A show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
How do you
If
want to arrange it?
If you want to adjust that, no, that's what I mean. That's where the dialogue comes in. That's
Okay.
my overarching thought process about it is like the biggest shit on the A show, the shit that needs to come up on the B show, but somehow we have to make that cycle. You know what I mean?
How do you want it to come up, though? Do you want to do it more through action on the B show, or do you want to do it more with backstage,
man.
with promos?
I think that's you.
Okay.
What do you think? Yeah, what do you
All right.
think?
Well,
you know?
I like to book from the main event down.
Okay.
So you always
Yeah,
get
like-
your main event first.
Right. Like I prefer to be concept guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I prefer to be guy that's like, can we get A and B to C? Can we get C and D to E? Can we get E to A and F? You know what I mean? Like that's me. I'm like, how do we get these boys to play with these boys? But I think that you have an understanding of the in and outs of the card that we could just have a fucking tennis match and find it.
Tennis.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's tennis this up. We haven't used Randy Savage.
That's what I mean.
So maybe Randy.
Right,
and-
who I fucking love. Like, where can we put him?
I know you had plans for DDP, but right now he's not doing anything just yet.
Maybe.
So
Yeah, maybe I have plans for DDP and Savage. Right, exactly. What can we do with them? I would love to see that. I would watch that tomorrow.
So let's. What do we want our main to be? Let's do a tag. I'm not a big fan of tags in the main, but we want to kind of keep these
have to
guys
do 'em every
hands
week.
off.
We can limit we can limit our tags.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, I'll put it on our list. We have the list of things I wrote down.
Yeah.
Limit the tags. Let's not burn the tags.
So what we'll do is the classic Hogan and Kurt Hennig, so the 2 top champions, versus their heel counterparts, the people that they're feuding with. Versus Ric Flair
Great.
and Lex Luger.
Classic and gets a lot of people off the card.
For sure. That's our main event. A lot of star power at the top. The feuds are still there. It still continues the feud. All right. So now let's do a little bit of booking segments. So what we're going to do is let's go to production because remember, we want to keep updating our production because we need to get 25 of them to unlock producer 2. Level 2 producer gives us, man, there's all kind of stuff.
Right. So we got to do it sucks to book this way, but we need to do everything to get production ups.
For sure, because then you can do like.
We're the fucking corporation.
What's up?
We're the corporation.
We are. You can do a champion. You can do a day in the life package later. You can do a career retrospective, a championship package, a
All
retirement
right, we'll
one.
slip in the retrospectives for the guys that are suffering. Like when Savage goes down, we'll do the retrospective on Savage. When Flair goes down, we'll do the retrospective on Flair. But let's not do it too early. Let's not burn those things.
We
gotta
can't.
earn it.
We can't.
Like
Anyway.
the same way we have to use Hall and Nash to lose real big when we need them, to, lose real big.
Well, maybe that's. I don't know how. Shit, it's not going to be long enough. I would say.
We gotta think about They're not going out of business in 2001.
Nope.
We are this company.
And even if they were, that's still
we gotta start taking people. We gotta start taking the Al Snows. We gotta start taking the Billy Guns. We gotta start taking the people who could do something.
How about we do this? How about we reassess the roster after every pay-per-view and see who's out there, who's available?
I love it. This is the one that's going to stick. For all you people who have loved watching us do a wrestling game and it not stick, this is exactly the way a wrestling game is going to stick. And
yeah, because all the other ones don't have the things that we want
what we need.
Yeah.
Right. Just give us the pencil. Let us run wild. Let's go.
Let us do things. So,
how many hours have we done? What's our uptime, Steve? Do you have our uptime in front of you?
Uptime right now is 2 hours. And it felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it really fucking did.
So this game's going to get a lot of play.
Well, let's finish this show.
Yeah, we'll finish this show and then we'll save the pay-per-view for...
Oh, no. Do you want to do it? I'm down. If you're down, I'm down.
No, you know what? We'll tease him.
All right.
We'll give him the tease. We'll give him the tease. And we can even do it tomorrow if you're up for it.
Quarantine motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't know what your stream schedule is. You got Doom coming up again.
Yeah, whatever. And I got more Nino Kuni coming up with Mish.
I have not caught a single episode of that, but I've seen the thumbnail and some of the footage, and it looks beautiful.
One of the best I've ever done, for sure. It's great.
So we got an event package as well to promo Sold Out, which is the next pay-per-view.
But Steve and I will try to be more consistent, so it won't be that bad a wait. Hit it.
Do we want a feud package? Let's do a feud package on Brett and Sting. This way, that still gets on the show, but still, we'll leave that for the A show.
Absolutely, 100%.
It's a shared. Okay. So we need 2 more matches. So who do you want to put on this show that hasn't gotten a spotlight yet that we want to spotlight in the opener?
Who do we miss?
Well, let's start at the Jabrones. Barry Horowitz. I'm just going to call out names and see if any of them catch you. Lenny Lane. Kaz Hayashi. Mike Tatum.
All right, Kaz, we could do something with down the line, so even a loss could be good.
So, all right. So, in the open, we got Kaz Hayashi.
Oh,
come on. Highlight, you little fuck. It's being a Jill nut right now. All right. There we go. Okay. So, we got Kaz Hayashi, and we'll have him take on... we got Hector Garza, we got Canyon, Jerry Flynn, Kidman, Chavo Guerrero.
Oh shit, it's like that. Okay.
Remember WCW 97. Man. Booker T, he's still around, but he's in the lower mid card, so we can have Booker T pick up a win.
Booker T, give Booker T a win. I can't even believe I actually feel bad that he didn't have a spot on the fucking pay-per-view card. Let's go.
Well, let's start. Remember, he's a tag team specialist at this time, and he's on his way
we'll
up.
give him a sporadic win here and there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Singles-wise. Like, let him win a match here and there and start to prove what he's worth. Work him up. It's Booker T, for Christ's sake. Gotta use him.
So we need... let's get a cruiserweight spotlight match. Let's do a triple threat. Give me something. And it's in the age of gimmicks, so maybe we get a gimmick match in there. All right, so we've got that. Let's get some guys who can go. So I want Dean Malenko.
Obviously. You're going to hold down.
Let's get Dean.
We do anything with Chris yet?
Benoit or...
Oh, Jericho, sorry.
We haven't done anything with Jericho yet, if you want to get him in there.
I hate not getting him in on a win, though.
Yeah.
Well, one more week. Next week, we'll get him a win.
All right. So, and Malenko's a face right now. Jericho's a heel. So, do we put Hoovy in there?
I don't care about Hoovy. He can die.
I'm trying to get guys with work rate. I'm trying to pop
Yeah.
a good match off the rip. Not Mongo McMichael. You will not be. You might as well not even fucking exist.
He'll lose to a lot of
I'm
guys.
sorry. Yeah, exactly. You're not going nowheres. We'll
He's
get Alex Wright.
When we need a loss.
I like it. Oh, Alex Wright's. Oh, that was Ernest the Cat. All right, I was about to say Alex Wright's work rate isn't that bad. Come on.
He got a drop kick. That's about it.
He's got a beautiful drop kick. All right, we add that. So this is how we do this. So now we got. So
I'm hyped to see how we do. I'm so hyped.
We add one more segment, and we should be done. Now let's see what feuds didn't get no love today, and which ones. So we got Hogan and Flair. We got Sting and Brett. So we have to choose between Raven. Oh, there's two. There's double the feud is going on with Brett and Sting. You've got the greatest wrestler one, and you've got the fighting the darkness one as well. So the heel turn on top. That's amazing. Double feud.
I knew, bro. I fucking knew.
So either
why? Because it's in the past.
Which do you want to focus on, Raven and Benoit, or Nash and the Giant?
What do the numbers say? Well, I should say, fuck that.
Oh, I think we lost him. Hopefully he comes back here in a second so we can close this out. I don't want to do a promo battle between the two because one is clearly better than the other. So, slander competitor. Masked attacker. We can have someone do a local squash. A kidnapping. Oh, man, I can't wait till Dan is back to see some of this stuff. Legalize doo-doo. Final Fantasy VII, do it. Nah, man, this is going to be the gimmick for a while. And doo-doo is essentially legalized. I mean, you know what we'll do? We'll do a contract signing. Let's take Dan out right now since he dropped for the moment. He'll be back. We'll do a contract signing between Kevin Nash and the Giant. And the main focus will be focused on Kevin Nash. We'll give it a little bit of intensity here. Boom. So, how do I want to move this around, though? I want to start. We'll do this. We'll do it this way. We'll start with the event package. And that. Boom. Okay. So we're booking it. It's going. So let's play the event. Video package airs. Promoted and built hype for the upcoming monthly event. Pretty effective. Not bad. Now the effectiveness will go up when we get different producers. Right now we only have a level 1 producer, so it's only a certain amount of effect that she has on it. The event package prestige has gone up, which is good. Boom. So not bad. Now we go into the first match here. So we're going to get Dean Malenko the win here. Now, you know what? We're going to go with Jericho. 3.5 stars. People like Jericho. Continuing on here. The Giant and Kevin Nash are sitting across a table in the ring with a contract between them. So I kind of want to... You know what? We get Kevin Nash over. They both sign the contract and go for a handshake, but Kevin Nash strikes the Giant before putting him through the table. So yes, that's something a heel would do. Makes perfect sense. So let's see, how did that come off? That was, wow, almost a 5-star. As close to a 5-star as you can get. Booker T versus Kaz Hayashi. Booker T will win. Not bad. 3 stars. but that's mostly because we haven't really done anything. There's no feud involved there, so there's no heat behind that match. It's a dry match. Video package airs about the feud between Sting and Bret Hart. It's focused on interviews by those close to Sting and Bret Hart about their rivalry. Let's see. The package wasn't that great. It was all right. It was a 3. That's fine. Remember, this is the B show, so we're kind of using it to maintain. Kurt Hennig and Hollywood Hogan versus Lex Luger and Ric Flair. This is tough. Who goes over here? I think we add a fuck finish here, as they say. Might do a See, the time limit draw is good. You know, ring collapse. See, we can actually do a ring collapse here, but I wouldn't do it with these guys. Straight up and down, I'm going to give it to... We want the momentum going Lex and Rick's way, so we can undercut them a little bit. So, there we go. Let's see how that tag came out. Tag was 4 stars. Good show. Everything benefited. Everything moved. Boom blap, as they say. All right. So, Dan, if you're watching this, we had a good show. 4-star show. So let's see, what was the biggest segment of the night as we anticipate the return of Dan at any time now? Any time now? Boom, 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 boom. So the highest on the show was the contract signing. Good segment, almost 5 stars. So the company rep has gone up, so we're still doing pretty well there. Bing, bang, bing. Waiting for Dan to get back, but I don't think I can hold off any longer. Well, let's see if I can keep this here and manage some stuff in the meantime. No, please finish the current. God darn it. All right, whatever. We're going to continue on. He's sending me Triple H type promos right now. Oh, God. New message about an artifact available. A powerful wrestling artifact has been discovered in a dungeon below our company headquarters. Mega show. Use it carefully. More artifacts are known to be hidden in the wrestling world. There's holy shit moments you can do. It's gold prestige. That stuff once we move forth and have more things to work with. So let's manage. Let's look at the roster. Let's take a peek at the indies right now. See who's on and available. Al Snow's available. Aguila. Oh, Papi Chulo is available. I don't know who Craig Pittman is. Maybe somebody can refresh my memory. Any Craig Pittman guys out there? Any fans? And Dwayne Gill, obviously, of Gilbert fame. And no, Dan's first action was to immediately sign him. I couldn't let that happen. So... It's just one of those things where he wanted to spend $40 on him. If he was like $5 or 5 creative points, then I would have considered it. But yeah, so far we've gone up in everything. We started out at 300 creative points. We're now at 405. We started at 40,000 fans due to our reputation. We've gone up 3,300, which is good. Yeah, if we wanted to create a guy and bring him in, we could, but that obviously costs money as well. So there's also that. As Dan returns.
Dear God. Have we arrived?
You are arriving.
Holy shit. I had to rebuild the world.
Oh my God. The internet world must be rebuilt.
From the primordial ooze to where we are now. What happened?
Ooze.
Tell me.
We did very well.
Please.
4-star show.
Boom, blap. You love to see it.
We love to see it. So now I'm just going over stuff before we punch out. I didn't want to punch out without you, but we're doing our post-show look around. Aguila is available.
Oh, is he really?
Pappy Chulo, Paps Chalusi.
Pat Shalosi, get him on the
Paps
roster.
Chalosi. No, he probably costs $40.
Give him $10.
We can't
Offer him $10. Offer
Damn.
Pat Shalosi $10.
We're not offering Paps Chalosi $10. He's not gonna take it. Let's see. We manage the company. No. Let's see. What do the titles look like right now? Boom. Let's see. 0 title changes so far for the World Heavyweight Championship. See, it gives the shortest reign, most reigns, best matches, worst matches, all the statistics we would want. The reign history of each one, the promotion history. See, Hogan defeated Starrcade. So for each championship, it has that. So if we want to see, bam, what's considered our top titles, statistics for everything. Let's see. What do we want to see? So right now, our iconic wrestlers are Hollywood Hogan, Sting, and Ric Flair. The most over is Ric Flair. Our top heel is Hogan. Our top face is Sting. Iconic teams right now are the 2 that we use, was Kurt Hennig and Hollywood and Lex and Flair. Our top championship right now is obviously the World Heavyweight Championship. Right now, our hot top event is the only one we've done, and our signature event is the only one we've done. Our best match was that 4-way. Lex Luger having the second best match. Best segment, Sting and Bret Hart. We had a contract signing on this last show between Kevin Nash and the Giant, which went really, really well. So we have no awards yet, no legends yet, no top signings yet. That's going to come. Shortest reign, Disco Inferno, 0 months. Most opening matches, Chris Jericho with 1.
We're about to push him. He's
coming. Yeah, he's going to get his cup. We love some Chris
Jericho.
Little by
little, the Ayatollah is going to rock and roll up.
So before we go, let's look at our staff. So in order to get to medical 2, we need 5 guys to recover from injury, which sucks because we have to deal with them being injured. Scouting.
So let's start to do a 1 shithead per week to try to get them hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, we don't. Yeah, knowing our luck, the guy we don't want.
But just 1 per week, 1 shithead per week.
Yeah.
The first 5 that get hurt have a chance to be in the company as jobbers. You know what I'm saying?
Can we just? Oh no, we can't. Damn it, I can't now. Wait, can I do it here? Oh, please let me do it here. Please let me do it here. Company segments. Stunt dive. I don't have that. Oh, you can do a stunt dive. You can do a car explosion. We don't have it yet. We could do dummy wrestling.
Yeah, we'll hurt people as we go.
A helicopter raid.
Everyone who can get hurt will get hurt.
A ring invasion.
Fuck them.
Love making.
Oh shit, that counts.
A celebrity beatdown. We're losing Dan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out of here. More stuff will be happening soon as you hear the beep and the death knell. So, Boom Blapski, it's a Rapski. I don't got no shmoney, nothing to put in your pockets. Just